a wizard who can grant any wish, but first, you must offer your beloved as a slight trade-off. The man brought his gorgeous wife to the poolside, and in a sneak attack, he brutally stabbed her, dyeing the water with her blood. That night, a powerful dark knight emerged, defeating the greasy king and his wife. Before dying, the greasy king threw his holy sword into the sky, sinking to the bottom along with his body. A legendary warrior fell. Then, Wotagan, the wish-fulfilling brother of the greasy king, claimed the throne, gaining ultimate power. To cement his rule, he built the Tower of Doom. They said coating the 100th floor in silver grants immense strength. One day, the sea mysteriously receded by 100 meters, and the lost holy sword reappeared. Instantly, the troops went wild, scrambling to pull the sword. Whoever pulled it was the rightful heir. This scene terrified Wotagan, prompting him to hasten the tower's completion, but as it neared finish, his worst fear arrived. A thug pulled the holy sword in public. The ground shook, and the palace felt the tremor. When Wotagan got to the scene, he instantly recognized the little thug as his brother's son, Arthur. Turns out he had narrowly escaped death years ago. Arthur floated down the river and was rescued by prostitutes. With lost childhood memories, he didn't know who he was. He often dreamt of being chased by a dark knight, and came just for fun pulling a sword, but stumbled into the royal trap. To clear obstacles to his throne, Wotagan grandly appeared at the National Day celebration. A wave of his hand had everyone kneeling. This feeling was intoxicating, had sacrificed relatives. So, he ordered his nephew beheaded to show the crowds. But just then, someone was ready to rescue Arthur. She was a sorcerer sent by Merlin. With a flick, she turned her eyes black. A giant eagle swooped, stopping the execution. Meanwhile, the king's hands barked wildly, biting their master, forcing Wotagan to flee hastily. They seized the holy sword, fled with Arthur, but the witch found he forgot his father's vengeance upon rescuing him. To spark Arthur's fighting spirit, the witch sent him to train, saying he just needed to place the sword on the mountain top to leave. Arthur thought this would be an easy task, but soon discovered it was crawling with monsters. Every time he reached midway, a creature grabbed him and tossed him back down. Talk about a bummer. Fortunately, good at learning from failure, he, bruised, finally placed the holy sword on the mountaintop stone. Old childhood memories returned, and Arthur first realized the Dark Knight was Wotagan. Arthur finally woke up. He rallied rebels, stormed the castle, freeing imprisoned laborers who grabbed weapons. They joined the rebels en masse, while Arthur himself took to the field with the holy sword in hand. He charged solo, unleashing incredible might. Wherever the sword struck, all fell, and soldiers knelt in fear, submitting. The rebel forces were growing. Wotagan, sensing impending doom, rushed to the waterside for the serpent demon's aid. Wotagan sadly approached his daughter, heartbroken, but to retain his throne, he hard-heartedly chose. He killed his dear daughter, placed her in the water, and watched the serpent demon drag her away. With a heavy heart, he closed his eyes and opened them to gain dark magical powers. Meanwhile, Arthur arrived at the tower's base. He raised the holy sword, pointing it at the tower's peak, power blasting skyward. In an instant, the tower crumbled like a mirage, leaving just a solitary pillar, but behind Arthur, a dark knight loomed, and against the powerful dark magic, the holy sword's strength was futile. Arthur, like his father, was overwhelmed and beaten. Just as Arthur was ready to meet his maker, his memories snapped back, transporting him to the last few seconds before his father's demise. He had witnessed his father's brutal death, but this time he caught the holy sword. In the next moment, Arthur regained his confidence. The holy sword gleamed brightly as Arthur declared war on Wotagan with newfound strength. Their clash sparked fear in Wotagan, yet Arthur grew bolder, unleashing the holy sword's full force. He knocked Wotagan's scythe away and pierced Kaye high, shattering the dark magic, restoring Wotagan. Think the story isn't enough? Don't forget to like and subscribe.